from Miss Capacia's class. I'm Joe.
I'm Braden. I'm Max.
I'm Owen.
I'm John.
I'm Madison.
I'm Willow. And I'm Taylor. We're here to show you how we use the graphing calculator, and it makes our lives a lot easier when we have to solve math problems. So I hope we can teach you something and that we'll hear back from you soon.
The TI-84 Plus graphing calculator is ideal for high school math and science. Its math print technology engages students by enabling them to enter fractions and equations in proper notation so they see it on the display exactly as it has printed in texts and on the board.
Okay, you can go. I'm Willow, and I'm going to show you how you can graph a quadratic and a linear function at the same time. So I'm going to use the equations x squared plus 4x minus 10 and y equals x plus 5. So first I have to click the y equals button to enter in these equations. So I'll click in x, and then I press this button here so we can raise the power. X squared plus 4x minus 10. And then I have to go down so I can edit the y too, which will be x plus 5. So now that I have these points entered in, I can simply press the graph button and it will graph both of these. I can move along here to find different parts of the graph and different values along here. And I can also click on the second graph, which will take me to the table of both of these. And I can see all of the values for the x and y values. And this makes it much simpler to find than having to calculate it manually. Oh God.
Hello, I'm Owen Brown. I will be showing you guys how to get an equation from 4 coordinate points on a graphing calculator. So first, you have the calculator on like this. You would go to Stat right here, Edit. So you press Enter, or you can press 1, doesn't matter. And then you pull up L1, and let's say you plug in 4 points. So I'd put -5, Enter, -3, Enter, -2, Enter, -1, Enter. These numbers will change depending on your equation and what you're plugging in. And then to get the y's, or to put the y's in the calculator, you get your chart, you press the right arrow key right here, and then you move, and then you put -10, Enter, 2, Enter, 5, Enter, 6, Enter. And then basically after that, you would go to Stat, Calculate, so you would put 1 arrow over, and then you'd press you'd either go down to arrow 5, and then you press Enter, or you could go up, or you could just press 5 like this, and I'm gonna do that, and then you just press Enter 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another Enter for calculate it, and then you get your A, which is -1, and then you get your B, which is -2, and C, which is 5, so you know C is the y-intercept, which is 5, so your equation should be -x squared plus, actually it should be -2x plus 5.
Hello, I'm Braden, and I'm going to be showing you how to find the coordinates of an intersection using the graph.
You have it.
No. So first, you're going to go to y equals to type in your lines, and the first line we'll be using is x squared plus 4x minus 10. Our second line, we'll have x plus 5. After you click enter, they should submit, and then you'll click graph. Once your graph has loaded in, you're going to want to click the blue second and trace. After you have all these listed here, you want to scroll down using the arrow to intersect, because we're finding the intersect, and click enter. You'll notice you have a little bug or cursor going up the first line. So go to the first intersection over here, and get as close as you can to it, and then click enter. Once you get it, it should show down here what your intersection is, and then you can go to your other one of the second intersection, get as close as you can, and enter, and that should be your intersection.
Hi, I'm Joe. Today I'll be showing you how to find the vertex and other line points on a line graph. Okay, so first you go to y, you press y equals right here, and it brings up this. So you type in your equation right here, and you can type in more than one. I'm just going to type in one. So let's say you have negative x squared plus x plus 2. You can write whatever you want. And then you press graph right here, and it'll show the graph. It takes a second to process. And then if you want to find the vertex for the graph, you press second right here, second, and then trace, and it pulls up this, which you can do any of this. You can find the I don't know if that one does, the zeros, which is where it crosses the x-intercept. I think we should all know this. And then you can find the minimum or maximum. This is the vertex you have to go on. Since the graph is facing down, you would have to find the maximum. So you press 4, or you could just scroll down to 4 and press enter. And then it says left bound right here. So you'd go on the left side of the vertex. So up there's the vertex. You go on, first you go to the vertex, then you go left about a few times, and then until you're clearly left of the vertex. You press enter once. A line will show up right there. It says right bound. You go right of the vertex, you press enter again. And then you press, it says guess right there. So once it's gonna guess the vertex, which it's not really guessing, it's always right. But then you press enter again, and it shows the vertex is 0.5, 2.25. So that's how you find the vertex. You can also find intersect if there was two lines, when you can find where they intersect, and all these things with that. That's pretty much the main idea of it.
Can I go? Okay. I'm Taylin, and today I'm going to show you how to find the line of best fit from a set of data points. So, first, you're going to press Stat, and then you're going to press Edit. So press Enter. This will allow you to enter your data points. So we're going to start with the x coordinates. So we're going to do 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, 3, enter, 4, enter, 5, enter, 6, enter. Now you're going to use the arrow button to move over to the L2 column so that you can enter your y coordinates. And you're going to do 2, enter, 5, enter, 4, enter, 6, enter, 7, enter, 8, enter, 10, enter. Now you're going to press Stat again, and you're going to use the arrow button to move to the Calc section. And you're going to go down, or you could just press 8 and hit enter until you get to calculate. And this is going to give you your line of best fit. So you're going to use this, and you're going to take it and you're going to plug it into the area where you can graph the equation. So in this case, we'll take y equals 0.97 plus 1.47 x. Now you are going to press second, y equals, and hit enter, because you want to make sure that you can also see your data points. So you're going to hit enter so that plot 1 is on, and then you're going to go to graph, and you'll see that your data points and your line will both be graphed. And that's how you find the line of best fit and the data points on one graph.
I'm Max, and I'm going to show you how to find the intersection between two lines using a table. So we'll be using two lines, and they're going to be x squared plus 7x plus 10 and 5x plus 9. Hit graph. Then after that, you'll press the blue second, and then graph again. It'll give you a set of tables, and then you look for the x value which has the same y values for both of them. In this case, it's -1. We see that -1 as a value of x has both of the y values here as 4. So we see that the intersection here is when x equals -1, y equals 4 for both lines. In that question, it's asking us what equation out of those 4 choices shows that parabola, or gives us that parabola. So to do that, on the graphing calculator, we plug in all of those equations. So for example, answer choice A is -x² plus 2x plus 3. So we put that in the first choice. Answer choice B is -x². So we type in -x² minus 2x plus 3. And then we type in answer choice C, or the third one, which is x² plus 2x plus 3. Then we type in the fourth one, which is x² minus 2x plus 3. Then we hit graph. We wait for all of the equations to graph, and then we pick the one that looks the closest to the one shown in the problem. Okay. As you can see, the problem the parabola in the problem opens down, so we can already take out the black one and the pink one. And now the red one and the blue one looks closer to the one in the problem, because like the one in the problem is in the first quadrant, not in the second quadrant. So we take the blue one. So we press y equals again. And then we look at the equation of the blue one, which is -x² plus 2x plus 3. That's our answer. So we look at the answer choice that matches that one, which is A. And the answer is A.